which is the bleakest football ground you've been to? Because how many grounds have you been to?
I've been to about 160 in total.
Around the UK?
Yeah, including the old ones and a couple of 3 abroad. We went to Red Bull Arena in New York. In the summer, so the New York Derby last summer, so that has added to my grounds. But I've been to about 160 grounds in total, so including the old grounds that aren't there anymore. And I've done 89 out of the current 92. Who's
left? I know one of them is Newport, isn't it?
Newport, Forest Green, and Morecambe, which we're actually going to on Saturday.
I've been to Morecambe.
The plan is to go because the Posh game at Blackpool is Sunday.
Oh, so you can go to Morecambe on Saturday?
The plan is we'd already booked to stay up there.
It's quite a neat little ground.
Yeah. I've been to the old one because they had the old Christie Park there, so I went to that when we was in the 4th division. But just Joe Lewis played for Morecambe that day.
Did he?
Yeah, he was on loan there from Norwich, and then the story is that Darrow and whoever was the manager, Fergie must have been there by then. Probably was Fergie then.
Yeah, because we're talking 7, 8 years ago?
It was probably before. Yeah, it was probably when Fergie was just starting.
Okay.
And they saw Joe Lewis that day and they bought him. So so I've been to that myself. But I plan to go there on Saturday to take me to 90.
I was there just before Christmas.
Yeah.
Yep. 400-mile round trip for it. 2-0 defeat. That's Coventry, but so bleakest ground you've been to.
Ground.
The reason I mention it because you just mentioned Gillingham, and I know you like going there.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad on Saturday because we were sensible and got the undercover seats that they put on offer. So
not on the old bandstand.
There was. We always seem to go to Gillingham in January or February or December or November, and it's horrible and cold. I'd say one of the something like Oldham always seems dark at Oldham, even with the floodlights on.
Even if it's 3 o'clock, on Saturday in August.
I think probably Oldham's probably the bleakest. And
what about the coldest? Same sort of thing.
I think the coldest I've ever been was at Wolves at Molineux. Before that was all nicely built up and everything, and the pitch was about 50 yards away from us, and the stand that the away fans go in now, with the big stand that you see opposite from the cameras, it was a Sherpa Van Trophy or whatever it was at that point game.
Right.
And the snow was coming into our faces.
Well, when would that be? What year?
That would be late 80s, I'd guess. Yeah, probably 86, 85, 86, something like that. But then again, as well as that, there was Burnley, the year it snowed at Burnley, and it started snowing during the game. The game finished, we went out, and the car was covered in almost like sheet. It was frozen, rain, snow, ice, and you could barely get into it. We turned round, we parked just near the cricket ground at Burnley, turned round, came out to the junction because there's only one road in and out of Burnley. Sat at the junction in the cricket ground for 3 hours. Phoned Joe, said, "Can you look out? Can you look for?" This was before the days of smartphones. Can you look for us for a hotel to stay? So we ended up. We were cold. We ended up staying in the Premier Inn. We were in the sun. And
why do we do it? What do we go to?
Came home the next day. We got home about midday the next day.
Brutal.
And it must have been that was probably, if you got a question about the most expensive away day, that's probably right because we had the hotel, but also as we were coming down the A1 past Newark, there were some kids on a bridge with a massive snowball, threw it down on the car. So we were lucky that it only hit the bonnet, the joint between the bonnet and the windscreen. It had gone through the windscreen.
So your car was almost unable. You were almost unable to get into it. Then you were stuck for 3 hours. Then you got a hotel. Then somebody tried to wreck your car.
It cost me £200 to get the car fixed.
Okay, let's go the other way. What about some of the best stadiums you've been to? I mean, you mentioned Red Bull. I'm sure.
Yeah, that was a great experience. I think always like going to Old Trafford. It's just there's an atmosphere, a brilliant atmosphere about it. I think even we used to go to the England games there. That was always used to be a brilliant atmosphere. Villa was good. That's a really nice old style stadium, and obviously because we had that whole end, it made it a brilliant atmosphere as well, rather than having just a little bit on the side. I think like the way fans do in the league. Where else did we go? We did Parc des Princes. We went to see PSG.
Oh, right, so you've been to some
yeah,
big grounds.
Yeah, that was good. And New Wembley's. I do like New Wembley because there's not a bad view really, is there?
No.
I know you can be right up,
but you've still got the street.
Because we were there. We was right up the top. We went to in England lost to Croatia. Steve McClaren the Brolly game. That was another night like tonight.
So what about the best ground that doesn't exist anymore that you've been to?
I used to like Darlington. That was a nice little.
Oh well, Feetham.
Feetham's, yeah. Again, that was another one with a cricket ground next to it.
Do you think it's kind of sad that a lot of these stadiums have gone and been replaced by ones? I mean, I've been to Darlington's new ground as well.
That as well, yeah.
And they don't have the. I mean, you took it as somebody who's a Coventry fan. It's obviously the traditional Whitefield Road, replaced by the Rico, and it's not got the same.
No.
Atmosphere. Do you think it's sad that a lot of football grounds have gone that way? And what if Dara said, right, 35,000 seats at Posh Stadium on the outskirts of the city? What would you?
I think it is sad because a lot of them all look the same. They're just the same stadium with different colour seats. Really, these days, aren't they? I know some clubs do like to do a little twist on them, like Bolton and Huddersfield are quite nice. The way they've built the stands slightly differently.
Brighton a little bit.
But I think if Dara said that, I think we'd take it just because that's the way football's going, and hopefully increase attendances and increase the revenue and give us more chance of going up and staying up.
Yeah.
I think so. I think it would be because obviously I've been to London Road. I've been in the London Road, and we're still standing in there, obviously. Whereas, compared to a lot of, there's not many places that you can stand now. So yeah, we've been standing in London Road for probably ever since, even before my son was born. So yeah.
How about the worst fans of any ground you've been to? Now you can either take that as quietest or most rowdy, aggressive.
Leicester always seem to like to throw coins at you whenever I've been there. Even like right from Filbert Street and the new stadium, they always seem to have a bit of spare change to throw about.
Your way?
Yeah, to throw your way.
Okay.
I remember we went to Blackburn in the League Cup one year on a Tuesday night, and I've never known the grounds so quiet.
Oh.
You're talking about quiet grounds.
Yeah.
Whereas, you go to Millwall and it's hostile and everything and noisy, but I've never felt threatened. I did go to the Old Den, and that was a bit more. Yeah, but I went on the supporters coach, so you kind of get bussed in,
get out.
Yeah, so there wasn't a lot of hanging about there, and it was a bit intimidating. But yeah, I think Leicester always seems to be the ones that, when we went in the Championship and when we were obviously competing them for a year in League One, it was.
Were you happy when they won the Premier League, or? Yeah,
I think it's obviously there's a little bit of rivalry because it's so close. But I was quite. It's just nice to see a different team, and it just kind of give teams that have been in League One a little bit of hope that something can happen like that. But, so obviously, I think it was good for football that they won it that year because it's just repetitive.
It was swings. I mean, obviously as a Cov fan, I admired them winning it.
Yeah.
The next season, when they started doing well in the Champions League, I was just like, no, let's not take the piss.
Yeah.
Let's not go any further. You've had your day in the sun. Forget it.
Go back to the bottom.
Wow. No, fair play to them. They were the best side in the division, weren't they? Okay. Describe these people.
Right.
Sum them up in one word.
Okay.
Let's start with Lee Tomlin.
Mental.
Hi Lee. If you're watching.
If I can go a bit.
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah.
He's I think brilliant player, but he just seems to not be able to settle a club. I don't know, and there's obviously something. Mental's probably the wrong word. It's just maybe it's something in his mentality that he seems to fall out with people easy. Yeah, again, he's a great lad. We met him, and he used to, a couple of years he came with us to Heltwaite School and to their Christmas party, and he loved it. He loved listening with the kids. He got to put a custard pie in a teacher's face, and he loved that. so it's that's more than one word.
Yeah, but it's, when you say the word mental, you've probably got to elaborate on that. But yeah, it's just a gifted player. He scores. Yeah. I mean, I remember the Ipswich game, for example, when he was just.
It was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were running the show, wasn't it? Okay, Kenny Charlery.
Legend.
I was waiting for that one. Yeah. What was so good about, obviously, prolific.
Obviously, he didn't start off that well when he came. We signed him from Maidstone, and he didn't really start. It was just another one of those that didn't look like he was going to score, and then all of a sudden he started scoring. And he just went on. Obviously, got the 2 goals at Wembley, and he comes back and plays for the Posh Legends now. And it was just an awkward. They used to call him Kenny the Shove because it was just awkward.
Well, he got big,
and he knocked defenders out the way.
Okay, Darren McAnthony. One word.
One word. Generous. Obviously, with the free kicks.
Yes.
Free kicks.
He's given a lot to the club as well.
Yeah. I think he gets a lot of stick. Obviously on Twitter, he gets so much. I don't know how he puts up with it.
Well, as far as I can see, he's unique on Twitter. There's no other owner that goes to. I should say that. He's even on Twitter. Who speaks like he is as honestly.
Yeah, I've noticed. I don't know whether you follow the Notts County chairman.
Oh well, yes, I do.
He's quite good.
Yeah.
I think whether he's learned from Darren.
Bit of needle.
And he obviously gave away the Omar Bogle transfer a bit as well. But yeah, so he's obviously been brilliant for the club, and brilliant for free kicks, and we've had 10 years where we probably wouldn't. We would have probably still been in League 2 if he hadn't come along, and we've been relegated twice, from the Championship, but to get to those days to get up there was just something we'd never dreamed of for 20 years or whatever.
So how about Darren Ferguson? It's difficult, isn't it?
It is a difficult. When you have to think of one word. I would say legend again, because it's all right. People say that we had the money to buy players in League 2, we had the money to get through League 1, but you still got to mould a team out of that. You can't just buy players here, there, and everywhere.
He's done it twice as well.
He's done it twice. Yeah. Obviously, since those really good days, he's struggled. I know he got Doncaster up last year, but again, that was.
It's okay. Let's do another one. I don't think you'll say is legendary. Graham Westley.
Graham Westley. You can edit these bits.
Maybe.
Graham Westley. I don't want to say con man, but not. I think con man, but not in a
legal.
Yeah. I think.
I don't know, charlatan. Perhaps?
Yeah. I think he just.
Did you approve of him becoming manager?
No, not at all. Yeah, from his reputation and from his the way his teams played before that, and then obviously had a good start, and that's where it, not common, but where he kind of won us over a little bit with his ways. But then obviously something started to go wrong again, and since then, even then at Newport it all went wrong. Barnet, he started having a couple of wins, and now
that's his way.
Yeah. I think it came. We had to chat with him. Not long after we got appointed, because we had mascots at Port Vale, and we were down by the tunnel. We had a little chat, and he came across as not wanting to listen to what people said. We said something about, I think Maddison wasn't playing, or Maddison had been injured or something. But he tried to shift it onto something else. But
that's probably the story then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. What about Dave Robertson?
Dave Robertson, I liked him. I think
I liked him as well. I met him a couple of times. Yeah.
I think he probably had the job too soon.
So, for your one word,
unlucky. Yeah. Because I think he was a great coach, but probably not a good manager.
Chris Turner. You're not allowed legend.
I'm not allowed legend.
You're not allowed a hat-trick of legends.
God.
Okay, fair enough. I don't think we need to elaborate on him, do we? Emil Sinclair.
Quick.
Wow, that's another one I expected.
It was. My biggest memory of Emil Sinclair is when we won 3-1 at Hull. And he scored a hat-trick. He scored a hat-trick.
Was that the first win of the season?
Yeah, it was very early on in the season. And he just bolted through the defence. He just quick.
Okay.
But after that, obviously it didn't go as well. Obviously he's playing in his 50th club or something now.
Okay, what about Marcus Maddison?
Misunderstood.
In
I think people see, much like Chris Waddle was.
Well, that's lofty.
Yeah, I think people see the way he is, the way he carries himself on the pitch, and sometimes it doesn't look like he's putting the effort in, but he does. Last night, it was 2 or 3 times he came back and won the ball when others were floundering around.
Do you think some of his antics help as well?
Yeah, I think that he does need to cut that out because it's frustrating.
Yeah.
That's maybe another word, frustrating, because on his day he's brilliant and he can pass the ball, like the goal at.
It was the one against Shrewsbury.
The goal he scored against Shrewsbury. There was one he passed. It might have been at Fleetwood. We put the ball right on Marriott's foot. But yeah, his antics don't help him, and I think that gets a lot of the Posh fans' backs up. It does me.
Yeah.
You don't want to. You can see when he's faking it, and that's obviously something that's throughout the game.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're not, yeah, like you're not the only one.
Yeah.
Do you take it away from him? Is it
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that's part of it. But he does. I know he cares about the club and he wants to. I think he was frustrated last season by a lot of the players not caring about the club as much as he did. But I think this year he's got a better group of players around him.
Marriott.
Yeah.
Okay, last one, Barry Fry.
I have to be careful. Not a manager. That's through all in one word.
Not a manager?
No. I think he stayed too long when he was manager.
Right.
I think some of his antics.
Do you think he's given the respect that he probably feels he deserves as a manager?
No, I think from, I think probably now, he does a good job. That's the job that he does, doing the deals, getting the players in, that kind of thing. I think that's probably more the job he should be doing, that wheeler dealer type thing. And I'm not sure. I suppose football's changed a bit in those days. That's what the manager did as well.
Yeah.
But now, that's why you have a director of football.
To do all that.
Yeah, to do all that. But I like Barry. I think he gets a lot of stick that he doesn't deserve.
And he cares as well, doesn't
And
he?
he cares. He cares about the football club. He's been, 20 odd years now, hasn't he? Yeah. So.
Yeah, he's definitely met him a few times, right? He was very nice to me, actually.